All right, so it is now like 10 after 12. I'm getting a very late start to the morning, to the day. I've got this with ice. I've never made this before, but I saw Janelle Roher, I think her name is, make this. My eyebrows are a little wonky. I put my eyebrows on in my bedroom and it's a cloudy and rainy day. And they look wonky because there was no light. I just got a shower, got dressed, and allergies are acting up today because it's rainy. So I'm gonna make my iced coffee. My little zhuzher, as we call it, frother broke, and we had to order a new one. Then we got the new one, and it was broke. It didn't work. I've been waiting to make this because I saw Janelle Roher, as I believe her last name is. She does everything, as she calls it, easy peasy keto. And this is how she makes her iced coffee. I've never tried it this way before. So take your cup, you fill it up with ice. Jean brewed me up some vanilla coffee, and then I put some in a bowl, added some ice cubes to it so it wasn't hot anymore. And so we'll just add the coffee to the cup. This has a better effect when the cup is clear and you can see the foam going down, but you know, we'll improvise. So we're gonna do our heavy whipping cream, and then we're gonna add to it some of the caramel sugar-free Torani. I'm not really sure how much to add. I'll start with that much. And then she just zhuzhed it up. Until it's nice and foamy. Oops. That's a nice thick foam already. See how fast that foamed? So then we just pour this over like so. And we have our coffee cold brew. Well, it's not cold brew, technically. It's technically not cold brew. Caramel foam, I guess you would call it. It's a Starbucks. It had more of a dramatic look to it when she did it with a clear cup, because you can't really see anything here, but let's take a taste. That's good. I've never had it like this before with the making it frothy. I've always just poured the whipping cream in the coffee and then added the syrup and then did the thing in the coffee. But making a cream first is definitely a lot better. That is good. All right, we're gonna go outside. I'm gonna drink my coffee and then we'll be back for something else in a little bit. All right, for breakfast, well, this is gonna be our lunch now because it's almost 3 o'clock. So we're gonna make some waffles. Jean has requested waffles, eggs, and sausage for breakfast, or our first meal. So I'm gonna use some of this Carb Quick and make some waffles. And here we've finished our big American breakfast. Waffles, sausage, egg, Jean's plate, my plate. I had significantly less egg because I'm not a real egg fan. So that's what we're gonna eat. Take our vitamins, and that's gonna be lunch, breakfast, until later. Alright, so this is the beginning of day 2, and I wanted to show you what I've had previously. It's now noon, and I was up a good portion of the night. And so before I went to sleep, actually for a few hours this morning, I was starving. I was like, I needed something to eat before I went to sleep. So since I'm showing you what I eat in a day, I didn't at the time because I was so hungry and it was so early. So I'll just show you now what I had. I had a serving of the hard salami, and then I also had 2 of the mozzarella cheese sticks, and then a packet of the Keto trail mix. This is good, and it was very satisfying. The little chunks of chocolate was just enough to give you a little bit of sweetness without having too much. But there's 5 grams of net carbs per packet, and they're pretty small packets. Let me show you. That's the size of the packet. Of course, it's not completely full. It starts down there. So you get that much. I guess it's a good, what, palmful. And I mean, it's plenty to satisfy you. But in my opinion, for 5 net carbs, I don't think it's worth 5 net carbs. I could find something else with less carbs to fill me up. Maybe. I don't know. You guys give me your opinion on that one. I don't have no clue. So now I'm going to have coffee now that I've been asleep and I woke up. Alright, so here's the thing. It is 8 p.m. and I'm pretty sure we showed you making our late lunch. What a crazy day. So this evening I'm going to be eating alone. My camera's over here. I'm going to be eating alone. Jean went to spend some time with a friend. So that means that I'm going to be eating alone. So I decided to go simple, very simple. And because I'm not like famished, but I am hungry enough that I want to eat something before I go to bed, because I don't want to go to bed and then be hungry and then wake up in the middle of the night and want to eat something. I'm going to make a wrap, and then I'm going to, my waffle iron is still out. I'm just going to make a roast beef and cheese wrap, and I'm going to throw it on, my waffle iron is already out, and I'm going to throw it on the waffle iron to get a little bit toasty. And then I'm going to have a pepper with some garden vegetable cream cheese spread. And there's 1 pickle left in the jar, so I'm going to have a pickle. So, but here's the thing. I'll show you how I'm going to make my wraps. This is a viral TikTok thing. Another one. So these are the low carb tortilla wraps, 6 net carbs. They're a little bit higher than the Mission brand. I think the Mission brand has 2 less carbs than this one, but this is what I got from Walmart. So let's get started and make my dinner. All right, so what we're gonna do is take the tortilla, just gonna lay it out there, and then I'm going to cut from the middle of it down so it's easily foldable. I'm using a cheese slice. Hopefully I'm in camera view here. I got the leg showing here. Sorry, Jean. You're gonna like be like, oh, what are you doing, girl? So I'm gonna do this in half, and I'm gonna put half of the cheese here, half of the cheese down here. And I've got some roast beef. This is 0 carbs and 60 calories for 4 slices. I'm gonna let that heat up, my truffle maker. And we've got cheese here, cheese here. So we're gonna do meat here and meat here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold this in half or in quarter, quarter again. And down. And you have yourself a nice little roast beef and cheese. So I'm just gonna lay this right in the middle. I'm not gonna be able to snap it shut, obviously, but it is going to get nice and crispy and grilled. So I'm gonna leave that on there while I prepare the rest of my dinner. We have our half of an avocado, half of a bell pepper with garden medley. So there is my dinner for tonight. I have half of an avocado for the healthy fats. I have a half of a orange bell pepper, and that has 2 tablespoons of the garden medley cream cheese on it. And then I sprinkled everything but the bagel seasoning over top of that. My pickle, and then I have my little tortilla sandwich that has roast beef and cheese that I grilled up on my waffle maker. I'm going to have some water with this. I might put a little bit of flavoring in it, I'm not quite sure yet, but so there you go, there's dinner for day 2. This is chicken we had left over from last night's dinner. I used the Frank's Red Hot Ranch seasoning and I loved it myself. What did you think of it, Gene?
Yes, very good. Also, some cucumbers for the salad.
Alright, so here's dinner. I'm having
Jennifer's looks very pretty.
my 2 truffles, one with avocado. Then I have some chicken salad over here I'll probably put on this truffle. I have a pickle. I also have a pickle spear, and then my half of a bell pepper with cream cheese and everything but the bagel seasoning. That's my dinner for this evening.
Mine is a burrito that you just saw. I got a couple of pieces of chicken underneath it. And a salad.
With chicken cheese cubes, a pickle spear.
Yeah.
You had some hard salami.
Yes.
And you also have that little pack of truffles. So that's dinner for day 4. We're really cranky today. Both of us are extremely cranky. This is the real thing of coming off of carbs. Cranky is it.
Confetti on the floor, they're walking out the door. Yeah, all the lights come on, but you are still the one I want. Forget the mess we made. All the
So, what have you had to eat, sweetheart? The most patient, loving man in the whole entire world.
I'm being patient for how I feel.
So he has trail mix.
Electrolyte juice.
And electrolytes.
Somebody commented to have electrolytes, so
Do you want to show this?
that's what
Key
that is.
Nutrients sent this to me to try a long time ago, and with not being on keto, I had no reason to drink it.
She never advertised it.
Right. So, this is the Key Nutrients electrolyte mix. We're both having some to drink.
So we'll go ahead and advertise it. Or what do you call it? Review.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I like it. It tastes like Gatorade without the crap in it. 'Cause I'm not really a Gatorade fan, so it tastes kind of alive and it tastes good.
This is all carb. We're so grouchy because we're withdrawing from carbs big time right now. This is what it is. I felt this way before. I just didn't have you here in person to fight with. But I remember feeling really bitchy because I remember telling my neighbor that I was feeling mad and bitchy, and it was from coming off of carbs. I know this feeling. This is not my normal
Irritable?
bitchiness. Yeah, this is not my normal irritableness.
Yeah, I know. I can tell. I mean, for both of us.
Yeah. So what you had was you had some cheese. Did you have a string cheese?
I had 2 string cheese. I had some hard salami and a turkey bite or whatever that is, stick.
And then you had that thing of trail mix, the chocolate trail mix.
Trail mix.
Do you like that?
I do.
And then I think he's going to eat a piece of this pepper. I don't know. He said he wanted it. And now I'm not sure if he still wants it. I fixed it because he said he wanted
A couple
it.
of bites. I'll have a couple of bites.
I fixed it because I said, do you want a piece of this? And he said, yeah, sure, fix it for me.
I just want the meal to be simple because this is a part of my problem. I'd rather drink my meal than do all this. I can't stand eating. Eating is not my thing.
Well, no, your McBelly says otherwise. You enjoyed eating this past year. I heard someone who didn't enjoy eating.
The main trigger is it's preparing. It's highly annoying for me to prepare because there's so much you have to touch. There's so much to have to look through. It's not easy. It's annoying. It's annoying as hell. I mean, I almost just want to take it out of the fridge and just throw it away and just be done with it. That's how I feel about it. So yeah, I mean, to get on DoorDash and to order McDonald's, that's real easy. And it's fun. This, completely opposite end of the spectrum.
I'm having a serving of cheddar cheese cubes, a serving of hard salami, a serving of the trail mix. It's the Walmart brand of trail mix. 3 net carbs in that because there's no chocolate in it. And then I'm having a pepper. My new favorite addiction is a pepper with cream cheese and everything but the bagel seasoning. Delicious. And then I'm going to drink my electrolyte juice. So that's it. Anything else you want to say, love?
Be the love, be the light,
Yeah.
and do good things.
Well, I'm going to do something good after I turn this camera off.
Oh yeah. What's up?
I'm going to give you a big old kiss. We might not kill each other today. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You'll know if you see us later. If not. So there you have our week 1 wrap up of keto, our keto journey. And before we talk about anything else, I want to say thank you. Yesterday we got a super sweet package in the mail from Annie, Janie, and friends. She sent us 2 things off my wish list, one for Jean and one for me. We haven't decided who's gonna do which one yet, but these are diamond paintings. We're gonna do this in a time lapse because I am super excited. I'm actually gonna start this later this afternoon as soon as Jean decides which one he wants. We have a dream catcher, and this one is the sun and the moon.
And these here are the little beads that goes on it. This will be an interesting project. Like she said, we'll do a time lapse of it, so.
Yes, it may take us a few days to complete it, but we are going to time lapse that.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to see the progress and it finished.
Yeah, thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you
Very
very
neat.
much, Annie, Janie, and friends. All right, so we're gonna wrap up our week 1 of keto, our keto journey. It's turned into a rough week. Thankfully, we both held on. We did really, really well. I'm very pleased. Very, very pleased.
Yeah. Overall, it's been a good week.
It
I
has.
personally feel more aware, I guess more clear-headed. Sometimes on that same territory, there is also confusion and overwhelmingness. I noticed that with detox. There can be foggy brain, confusion, overwhelmingness that comes in at the same time. Your brain can't process the whatever information is coming in. It causes confusion, and then I start to feel overwhelmed. And then when I come out of that, I feel very clear. So it kind of goes in a roller coaster kind of thing. There's pros and cons to the detox process, and that is a con, but the pro is that I feel more clear, and I think a lot of that has to do with coming off of the white sugar. Not having that in my system, not feeling that dirty high or that constant it causes brain fog in its own right. Just more low key, obviously, because I feel more clear. I feel like I can think better, and I just overall feel better. I feel lighter. But, however, I'll continue apparently. But also, I'm also feeling I have this constant craving that's going on. So I think my body is desiring fruits and vegetables because that's what I'm starting to desire, which is a shocker, which is great. So I'm kind of considering doing just an all-around, whole food diet type of thing. I haven't really fully decided. But right now, as far as coming off of sugar and carbs, I think that's a good start.
Very good start, yes. For me, what I've noticed most is I haven't really noticed the fog kind of thing. I've felt very clear-headed. I haven't felt like a fog or confusion or anything. I've just felt very irritable. That is the main thing that I have been struggling with, is irritability.
I'm agreeing on my behalf.
Oh, okay. I thought
I
thought you were going to be like, But yeah, we have been.
I feel it too. Yeah, there is an irritability that comes with it.
I even made a post on Facebook the other day. I was like, if we don't kill each other, that means it's true love. Because we've been picking at each other. It's not bad picking. We're not like fighting over big things. It's just nitpicking. And then we laugh about it because we know why we're fighting or picking at each other. It's the coming off of carbs.
Friction, I guess, is the best way to put it. Friction, grinding.
Yeah.
Each other's gears a bit. It's that irritability.
And I noticed this from like 2 summers ago when I did keto. That was the only time that I actually did keto really well, and I went into ketosis and I came off of carbs completely. These other times that I've tried have only lasted a couple days, and there was no like coming off of anything. So, but 2 summers ago when I did it, I had the same irritability, but he wasn't here. So I was just grouchy with myself. It wasn't like there was nobody else to bicker at or, I don't know, scratch at, claw at, or whatever you want to call it. But with him being here,
we need to get her declawed. We won't put her outside after that.
I'll still be an indoor kitty.
Get her declawed.
And just for the record, we do not condone declawing of cats.
No, not at all.
Just as a side note.
Yeah, they have their claws. I have proof.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I've been dealing with, is the irritability. And then yesterday, I had this craving for something, and I ate well. I ate what I was supposed to. I ate my veggies, my protein, my fat. A couple people have told me that I respect greatly, that have been doing keto for years, that I need to up my healthy fats, and we're going to look into doing that this coming week. But I felt myself craving something, and I didn't know exactly what I was craving. I mean, I think I was craving carbs. I'm pretty sure. But I was trying to eat to quench that craving. So I was eating pepperoni and cheese, and I ate too much pepperoni, too much cheese. And I know that, I know like a lot of people are going to say, you can't do that on keto, you still have to count your calories. I'm well aware of that. And I probably did go over my calories because I had too much pepperoni and too much cheese. But it was just, I was unconsciously eating it because I was trying to fill that. It was a head hunger and a head craving. My body was not hungry, but I was trying to quench that craving. And it still didn't work, even after I was like, this is not helping. And I gave up on it because it just wasn't helping.
Someone did mention in the comments that processed foods also have chemicals in it that cause cravings, so that's something to consider as well.
Right.
So to start this out with processed foods and to start out where we are, I think is a great start for us to be willing and to take that step. However, we can definitely refine our shopping, what's the word?
Skills.
Yeah.
Or
shopping
what we buy.
Choices.
Yeah. And to less processed as we go along. I definitely agree with that. There was a lot of processed stuff. There's a lot of people, like he said, a lot of people pointing out. And I do agree they probably put stuff in processed food to keep you addicted to it, additives.
Would not surprise me a bit.
No, it wouldn't surprise me either.
It's
so
like McDonald's. I know I mentioned that a lot. I probably should stop. But I really don't like McDonald's. I really don't. They are evil. They're just junk. It's absolute crap. Did you know that if you can look it up on YouTube, you can let a hamburger sit out, French fries for like a year, damn thing doesn't change.
But here's the
Like
thing.
that's nothing. That's fake food, man.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like plastic food.
I agree. It's not healthy for you at all. But you don't like McDonald's at all. But he surely did not have any trouble putting away a lot of McDonald's this past year.
Because I was being nice. I said, sure, Jennifer, you can have some McDonald's. And there was this demon that came out of the French fries and grabbed me by the face and pulled me in.
No, he was enjoying the McDonald's as much as I was. There was even a couple times where he was like, I'm craving just a good old American classic adult-sized hamburger.
You know that scene on Beetlejuice where they're eating the shrimp and the shrimp turns into fingers and it comes out and it like grabs them and pulls them in? That's McDonald's. It's evil. I what do you call it? Boycotted McDonald's for 15,
Actually, he did.
almost 20 years. But I would literally have McDonald's once a year. Just to have that.
And when he was at home for like a couple of the years, I was on the phone with him when he had his once a year McDonald's, and I'm like, once a year? Who goes to McDonald's once a year? It's like once a day. I mean, that's just the mindset of the eating disorder and where I was in my disordered eating pattern.
Anyways, enough about that bad M word. It's just that it's a bad, horrible food. So look it up on YouTube. It's interesting. It does not rot.
No, I've seen that. It's disturbing to say the least.
Or Supersize Me.
Yes, I have watched that.
Yeah. Anyways, onward and upward. Let's say what is our favorite like saving foods this past the most savory, what we enjoyed the most in our this last week.
Okay. My new favorites that I am addicted to is the yellow and red peppers with cream cheese and everything but the bagel seasoning. For a while I've been seeing people eat that on the TikTok and I was like, And I was like, no, I don't like that. But now seeing it, or now trying it, this everything but the bagel seasoning. This I put on everything and in everything. And it is amazing. But especially the cream cheese with the peppers. I love that. I've been having it at least once a day when I need to get some more peppers because I think I have 1/2 of a pepper left and then I'm going to be out. Also, I put in, here's another little...
Bell pepper.
Bell pepper,
She
yeah.
just says pepper. I always get confused.
What do you think a pepper is when I say
Bell
pepper?
pepper. I'm thinking of I think of hot peppers.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Red and yellow bell peppers.
Peppers, yes.
Red, yellow, orange. I'm not too much of a fan of a green bell pepper. I like the orange, yellow, and red ones because they're a little sweeter.
Yeah, it's more, the green is toned down.
Yeah.
They are sweeter.
Yeah. And then another thing I found that I didn't show, you've seen when I was making my chaffles, the last batch of chaffles I made, not the Wonder Bread chaffles, but the ones just with the mozzarella and the egg. I went ahead and I added about a tablespoon of chopped up black olives to it, and that gave it a really good taste. It gave it a little bit of a salty olive taste to it, so that changed it up a little bit too. Throwing some black olives. No, you didn't. Black olives into the chaffle. That was my 2 things this past week that I really enjoyed.
For me, my saving foods were, this is really good. It seems to satisfy a bit when you're in the mood for that bready bread kind of flavor. We had pancakes out of this. We had the waffles, chaffles. and it works great. I mean, of course, the texture's different. Most people will know that. However, when you're not on carbs, you're not having any bread product, it's great. Other than that, cheese, meat is always great. That always tasted good when I was hungry, and the trail mix.
The trail mix was good too.
I've been enjoying the nuts. And that one product.
He'll be right back after these messages. Oh, yes.
When someone mentioned electrolytes, then I remembered this in our cupboard.
We've been each having a scoop of this each day, and I think this has helped to eliminate the cramps, leg cramps.
And it has all sorts of good stuff in there.
We'll show the
Kinda
inside.
like a multivitamin.
And they have all different flavors of this. Key Nutrients sent this to me for free to try out. They had sent it to me a long time ago, and then I wasn't doing keto, so I didn't have any. But you just add, I'll take a water bottle or a cup, whatever, and you just add 1 scoop. It's
strong.
It's a teeny tiny little cup. You just do 1 scoop to a bottle of water and shake it up and drink that.
I can tell on, I think it was my second or third day when someone mentioned electrolytes, and I was like, I could tell my body was craving it. So I went to this, and it like quenched this deep thirst inside of me. So this is great.
And I've also been drinking a lot of water this past week.
Yes, lots of water. Water is, beside the food, water is great.
I've had 1 Diet Coke or two. I've had 2 Diet Cokes.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper and a Diet Coke, which is
that's
excellent, coming from a daily intake of a couple
I was
of,
up to at least 1 large Subway diet, or not, 1 large Subway regular Coke a day, plus maybe a couple cans or a bottle a day.
Yeah, so it's a huge improvement.
Yeah. So I eventually want to get off of soda completely. That's my goal. Maybe this week. Okay, this is my commitment for this week. Maybe you could think of something you want to do this week. This coming week, I want to get off of soda completely. That's my commitment for the week. What about
Okay.
you?
I do not know. I feel like I'm sacrificing enough right now.
Well, you don't have to like sacrifice anything, but is there anything you want to do this week? Like a goal, maybe so many cups of water, or exercise, or
Exercise. Yeah. I'm definitely wanting to do that and committed to do that. I'll say exercise.
how many days this week?
I'll do at least 3.
I'd
I'd say 4, like every other day kind of thing.
I'll do 3. I'll commit to 3 days of exercise this week.
All right.
All right, so there's our week 1 wrap up. Still going well. Everything's going strong. Do you want to say how much you've lost this week, or do you want to keep it a secret until next week, or?
Well, with my little 25-pound gain, that's pretty much all the fat I have. So I went down like 2 pounds, and then it went back up. So it really doesn't. It could be water, it could be food. For me, I'll start getting rid of this, I think, 2nd and 3rd week, plus integrating exercise, more activity.
Right.
Yeah.
So my last weigh-in was the day before yesterday, and I was down 4.8 pounds.
Yeah.
And that was like 4 days.
And what is that? A lot of that, what you said, water
Water,
retention?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you won't see more of the drop in weight till like, probably kind of like mine, 2nd or 3rd week, right? And that's when
Probably, yeah.
you start really
They
burning
have what they
fat
call keto whooshes, where you lose a lot at one time.
initially. Some people do not experience that. And so some people on keto, I've heard firsthand, that they will get discouraged because they're on it for 2 to 3 weeks, they've lost nothing. And I forgot what the term for that is, but it's where you stall, however. So you don't always expect to drop. You have to trust the process. So if that's any encouragement to anybody.
But I'm happy with 4.8 pounds so far.
Well, yeah, absolutely. In a matter of 5 days, yep, It's about a pound a day.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We will see you guys again in a few days. A couple days.
And remember,
Be the
light,
love.
be the love,
And do good things. Bye, everyone.
Sun comes up, you are still the one I want. Forget the